The Talkable Brand video series. 50 ways a brand becomes talkable. Today's way. Talkable is accessible. Talkable brands do not rely on expensive traditional advertising to drive sales. Becoming talkable is accessible for any business of any size because talkable brands tap into the inexpensive conversational power of customers as their primary marketing channel. Starbucks coffee is a talkable brand. Whole Foods Market is also a talkable brand. It wasn't by accident these two brands grew from a local business to a regional brand to global icons. Both brands made deliberate decisions to bake word-of-mouth marketing into how they do business, not just one day, but every day. As a marketing manager with Starbucks in the formative growth years, and later as a marketing director with Whole Foods, I was fortunate to witness and participate in the various methods these brands use to get customers talking. And getting customers talking isn't as difficult as you may think. The process begins by making 3 decisions. Decision number 1, decide to be obvious. Talkable brands like Starbucks and Whole Foods are obvious in what they stand for. Starbucks stands for bolder coffee. Whole Foods stands for natural and organic groceries. By deliberately deciding to stand for something, these two brands are known for their unique points of view. Whole Foods Market does not sell products with artificial ingredients. The company is obvious in its stance against artificial ingredients. On its website, Whole Foods posts a long list of unacceptable ingredients it doesn't allow in the products they sell. Walk up and down the soft drink aisle at Whole Foods and you will not see brands like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Dr. Pepper. Each of those best-selling sodas is made with artificial ingredients. Instead of seeing those popular soda brands, you will see unfamiliar brands like Izzy, Maine Root, and Blue Sky on the shelves at Whole Foods. By being obvious in what it stands for, Whole Foods Market appears more original. And that's the lesson other brands can learn. The more obvious you are, the more original you appear. And the more original you are, the more talkable you become. Decision number 2, decide to be remarkable. Seth Godin says, you're either remarkable or invisible, make your choice. Talkable brands decide to be remarkable by earning opinions from customers. Starbucks deliberately earns opinions from customers. Think about your first visit to Starbucks, and you'll remember being confused with their odd names for drink sizes and their weird language Starbucks baristas use to call out your drink order. You know what I'm talking about. A tall is really a small, and a venti is an extra large. Don't think for a second you haven't learned how to order your favorite drink in the perfect Starbucks dialect. You have. And by having customers learn to say grande, non-fat, extra hot, 2-pump vanilla, 1-pump hazelnut, no-foam latte, it's yet another way Starbucks is a remarkable and talkable brand. The unique Starbucks language is polarizing. Some people love it while others hate it. Starbucks knows its polarizing ways makes their whole process of buying a common cup of coffee uncommon. So uncommon, it sparks conversations with customers. The third decision a brand needs to make to become talkable is decide to be conversational. Talkable brands join conversations wherever customers are talking. Customers, as we know, are a talkative bunch. The Caliphate Group, a marketing research firm, estimates the typical American takes part in 125 conversations per week with friends and families and coworkers that discuss products and services. Of those weekly conversations, specific brands are mentioned over 60 times. Today, these brand-related conversations are amplified through social media. Both Starbucks and Whole Foods actively participate in the online conversations customers are having about them. Starbucks and Whole Foods are not using Facebook and Twitter as a broadcast channel to talk about new promotions and new products. Instead, they are using social media websites primarily as a listening channel to provide better customer service. For example, Whole Foods actively responds to the many comments and questions people have about the company on Twitter. About 9 out of 10 tweets from Whole Foods on Twitter is a company response to something someone tweeted. Whole Foods has a deliberate social media strategy that involves listening and responding more than talking. Any business can start becoming a more talkable brand by deciding to be unique, then deciding to be remarkable every day, and by deciding to be conversational. If a brand makes those three decisions, becoming talkable becomes accessible. For more episodes of the Talkable Brand video series, visit the Brand Autopsy blog.